Tina's arrogance collided with the unexpected skill of the seemingly ordinary Athena in the operating room. Tina's fury erupted into violence, a hurled instrument underscoring her professional insecurity. Despite the chaos, my focus remained unwavering. The delicate surgery completed successfully. Director Shaw's swift judgment destroyed Tina's career, leading to her arrest for endangering a patient. As Tina was led away, Joel Smith's thoughtful gaze fixed on me. What has Joel Smith noticed about Athena? Does he suspect her true identity? And with Tina's downfall, will Athena's legendary persona finally be revealed? Joel walked over, his expression a mixture of surprise and a guarded curiosity. "Why are you here, Miss Smith?" he asked, his gaze sweeping over me, lingering for a moment on the surgical attire I still wore. "He's a doctor too?" I wondered, my own curiosity piqued. "I'm a doctor, Mr. Smith. Why are you here?" My answer was deliberately vague. His eyes narrowed, his attention shifting towards the operating theater doors. I knew he was looking for Athena. The rumors of the renowned surgeon's presence had likely spread like wildfire through the hospital. And given his uncle's desperate situation, Joel would undoubtedly be seeking any possible help. Since Athena had been the primary surgeon today, the schedule on this floor had been cleared. So he knows Athena was here, I mused, watching his intense gaze fixed on the now closed OR doors. Does he think I might have met her? Joel's attention returned to the operating room. The procedure should have concluded by now. He seemed to realize he couldn't afford to linger. With a curt nod, he replied, "I'm here looking for someone." Just then, the OR doors opened and Michael emerged, followed by the rest of the surgical team. Joel strode towards them immediately, his focus laser-sharp. I seized the opportunity to slip away, the lingering exhaustion finally demanding my attention. Home, a hot shower, and a long nap beckoned. Joel reached Michael, his question direct and urgent. "Are you Dr. Athena?" Michael looked utterly bewildered. He pulled off his surgical mask, staring at Joel in astonishment. "I'm not Professor Athena." Joel recoiled, taken aback. "Then who is?" "Dr. Athena already left a while ago," Michael replied, a hint of defensiveness in his tone. "What?" Joel exclaimed, his frustration evident. He had arrived just as the operation was finishing, waiting patiently outside. The only person he'd seen leave at the end. As Joel's suspicion began to solidify, Michael, remembering my earlier insistence on secrecy, clarified, "Yes, he already left." "He?" Joel's mind raced. The name Athena conjured the image of a woman, but most renowned surgeons were men, weren't they? Joel frowned, a wave of disappointment washing over him. Even though his uncle's diagnosis was still uncertain, Athena's opinion would have been invaluable. Heaving a sigh of frustration, he turned to leave the hospital. As he entered the car park, his eyes fell on the familiar black SUV driving past. The young woman behind the wheel, her gaze fixed straight ahead, seemed in a hurry, oblivious to his presence. My phone rang later that evening. I glanced at the caller ID. Narcissist. Justin. I sighed, bracing myself for another bizarre conversation. "Hello?" "So," his low voice began, devoid of any preamble. "About this girlfriend situation." I pinched the bridge of my nose. "Justin, we are not in a girlfriend situation." "But you didn't exactly deny it," he countered, a hint of amusement in his tone. And I was thinking, now that we've established our understanding, perhaps we could solidify things with a date. "Justin," I said, my voice flat, "I'm exhausted. I have a major surgery in a couple of days. The last thing I need is a date." There was a brief pause on the other end. "Right, surgery. Important, perhaps a rain check? A few days after?" I considered his persistence. It was annoying, yet strangely persistent. "Maybe," I conceded, my voice non-committal. "I'll let you know if I have a free moment." I ended the call before he could launch into any further declarations of our non-existent relationship. Across town, at Chester's surprisingly child-friendly apartment, Pete and Cherry were engaged in a serious discussion amidst a chaotic landscape of building blocks and action figures. "They're still not getting married," Pete said, his small brow furrowed in frustration, "even after the fancy dinner Daddy planned." Cherry nodded, her pigtails bouncing with the intensity of her agreement. "Mommy was really mad about that pink car, though. Maybe that ruined it." "Chester," who was attempting to construct an elaborate tower that kept collapsing, chuckled. Romance is a tricky business, kids. Sometimes it takes a little intervention. We need to send them on another date, Pete declared, his eyes lighting up with a newfound determination. But where? Cherry pondered, tapping a finger against her chin. Chester's eyes twinkled. Leave that to me. I might have a few ideas. He winked, a conspiratorial air about him. Operation Happily Ever After Phase 2 is a go. Meanwhile, in a dimly lit office, Joel's phone buzzed. He snatched it up, his anticipation evident. It was Quentin. The DNA result is red, Quentin's gravelly voice announced. Joel was waiting very eagerly for these results. What will Joel find out? Who is Nora's real family? Will Nora ever find out about them? And will Pete and Cherry successfully set up their parents?
Hi, Nora here. If you are wondering what happens next, then download the Pocket FM app and listen to the exciting episodes of Saving Nora Now with the link in the description.